Hello friends, welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Fran. Today I'm very excited to film this video. I got some ink samples from the most generous Jasmine of Journal with Jas. I am a huge fan of her YouTube channel as well as following her on Instagram. I mean, her content is all stationery and it's awesome, but I think on top of that, I'm just excited to find other Filipinas in the hobby. I don't have a lot of friends in this hobby, so finding other Filipinas is exciting to me. Yeah, so here I am. I have sped the video up a little bit because I don't think I can talk for as long as it took me to film this video, but I just want to give a huge shout out to Jas and just say thank you for all these cute little freebies that you added into the Happy Mail. I think the stationery community is just one of the kindest niche hobbies that I've been a part of. I've been in other hobbies like Disney pins and stuff like that. So I think the stationery niche community is my favorite so far. Anyways, all this to say, I'm so thankful for these freebies, and I personally feel like I need to step up my game when it comes to what I send in Happy Mail. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started with swatching the inks. So the first ink up for today is from Hachimonjiya, and the color of the ink is called Kubo Sakura Bloom Pink. And as you would expect, it's a very true to pink ink. I don't know if I've done a pink exploration video on my channel specifically, but I have mentioned my search for a nice pink ink, and I think this is it. I would describe it as like a pastel pink or like a baby pink. You know, like when you think of like when people do like gender reveals or like gender themed baby showers, this is the pink that I think of, and I actually like that. It's like a bubblegum pink. That's actually a good way to explain it. But of all the pinks that I've picked up in the past, I think this is very unique. There's also a Hachimonjiya pen called Sakura Bloom Pink. I do not have that pen, and I don't know if this ink is like comes with that pen if you were to buy it, but either way, thank you, Jas, for sharing the love with this pink. All right, next is an ink that I've been looking for so long. I've actually been looking for a bottle of this, but Jasmine had some samples to share. So this is Lennon Toolbar Sesame Oil. And I mean, I don't think I say it that much on my channel, but I really am a big fan of Lennon Toolbar inks. I think someone in the past mentioned that Lennon Toolbar inks ran a little dry for them, but in my experience, and I think it's like their newer ink bottles, in my experience, they've been nice and wet, and so I really love Lennon Toolbar, and Sesame Oil is like a bit of a brighter brown. My favorite Lennon Toolbar ink right now is Brown Sugar, so I feel like Sesame Oil is a lighter shade of that brown that I'm looking for. All right, next is one of the inks that led me to grabbing samples from Jas, and this is Sailor Blue Black called Matcha Latte. So Sailor collaborating with a brand called Blue Black, and the name of the color is Matcha Latte. And I just really love these greens, and I'm really excited to have gotten a sample to spare me from buying a full bottle, but there's a chance I might also consider buying a bottle of it because I just really like how this ink dried, and I'll show you a little close-up at the end. All right, next we have another Hachimonjiya ink, and this one is called Snow Ginzan Gray. And this is like a grayish blue. There is also a pen called Snow Ginzan Gray, and again, the pen is a similar color. I don't know if they come together, but again, just glad that Jas had some of this ink to share with me. I am very picky with my blue inks because I don't like blue inks that look like the default blue ink that comes in a lot of pens. I really like a soft blue or a deep teal, or I don't know. I can't really explain it, but there's just a certain kind of blue ink that I just do not like. But this one I really like. So thank you, Jas, for that. And then the fifth and final ink for today is another Sailor Blue Black collaboration ink, and this one is called Lavender Milk. This is the second color that led me to being able to get samples from Jas. I think she was showing on her Instagram story that she got the bottles, the matcha latte and the lavender milk, in the mail. And I was telling her how I was contemplating getting those bottles as well. And she just said, you know, let me spare you the trouble of purchasing them and let me send you some samples. So I am very thankful to Jas for her generosity here. This lavender milk is very light. I would probably need a very thick and wet nib in order to use this in a way that I would enjoy it, but I still really like the ink color. Like, the swatch itself is really beautiful. So I'm glad that I did not buy a bottle of lavender milk, but I am very excited to play around with this ink sample. So here are the 5 inks that I got from Jas. I don't know why I'm flapping my journal open and close like that. Anyways, here are my closing remarks. Thank you, Jas, again for your generosity. I love all 5 of these colors. Obviously, the Lennon Toolbar Sesame Oil is eventually going to be a bottle in my collection. And I think a close second favorite today is going to be that matcha latte. So let me know in a comment what your favorite ink today was. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you at the next one, friends. Bye!